Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Today I'm going to be going over U of M student Kathy Zhu stripped of Michigan World title. All right, everybody, let's get into the news. All right, so I don't know if you all are aware, Kathy Zhu, a Chinese immigrant, on Thursday evening was stripped of her title for what she claims is discrimination against her conservative political views. Kathy Zhu, also a University of Michigan student, dismissed as World Miss America participant when organization claimed content of her social media was offensive, insensitive, and inappropriate. Zhu is well known for her political commentary, online figure amassing 80,000 followers on Instagram and Twitter combined. She says she's seen this happen. And it's not okay to be prejudiced against people who have a different political view, which I absolutely believe is true, and we should not be doing that. Miss World America did not respond for comment after repeatedly being contacted by the Free Press. I'm getting this from the Detroit Free Press people off MSN. They did a big story on it. There you can see her getting crowned and all that stuff. Despite apparent support from her peers, tweets Zhu claims caused Miss World America to disassociate with her are serious and have caused backlash. Zhu still defends her now to two deleted tweets that are being put into question. The first incident dates back to 2018, in which Zhu went up to a Muslim Student Association booth celebrating World Hijab Day and declined to wear a hijab when prompted. She then tweeted, "There is a tri-hijab on the booth at my college campus, so you're telling me that it's now just a fashion accessory and not a religious thing, or you're just trying to get women used to being oppressed under Islam?" Oh, wow. Ooh, I don't know. That's, I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, to me, she kind of has a point because the hijab shouldn't be a fashion accessory. It's a choice. That women in Islam, wear. Some like it, some don't. I'm not gonna go into any if it's bad or good or not. I mean, honestly, it's not up to me what somebody wears for the religious thing. I mean, she does have a point there. I mean, what if somebody tried to force her to wear a yarmulke or a rosary or something like that, and she said no? Would she still be getting the same backlash, or is it that they're trying to put a phobia on her just because she was like, nope? Like I said, I kind of get, this may be insensitive to some people, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. She goes on to say nobody's talking about that in America because all I see is everyone being at peace, but that is the beauty of America. Yeah, she's got a point there. Second reply, another used in Zeus says, "Did you know the majority of black deaths are caused by other blacks? Fix the problems within your own community before blaming others." Does she have a point? Yeah, I mean, CDC does show, black people cause more black people deaths, but on the same token, more white people cause more white people death. Chinese people cause more Chinese people death. I mean, usually, deaths are caused by, people who live in the same proximity or same community. So I mean, if you're living in a predominantly black neighborhood, yeah, it could happen. If you're living in a predominantly white neighborhood, it can happen. You're going to get killed by another white person. It can happen. Same thing for Asian, and, Hispanic and everything else. I mean, could somebody see that as insensitive or hurtful? Yeah. But, just the snippet, did she, include other facts, or did she just say this? I don't know. The tweets have been deleted. That's my question. This applies for every community, as you said. Yep, well, there she goes. If there's a problem, fix things in your own community before lashing out on others and try to find an issue there. This is all I wanted to say. It's not a problem against black people, obviously. I'm not racist or stuff like that. She said, Miss World, America could not be more specific and clearly define what insensitive means, as she does not believe anything she posted was insensitive. Well, she probably did include this because she's saying it applies to every community, which she's absolutely correct. Every community has its issues, and start blaming, things on other people, is not very good. What was that? Yeah, I think that was it there, huh? Come on. Right there we go. This is what I was trying to click on. Come on. Why is it not showing up? Wow. What is going on here? I had this pulled up just a second ago, and I just don't get why this does not. Wow. See if I can zoom in. Wow. I don't want to favor that. I want to zoom in. Is there something on my keyboard? There we go. I had a little tough technical difficulties. I boomered that, didn't I? It's like, what's going on here? Something hit my keyboard. Oh, wow. Yay. So, here's the email from Lori D. Jack. Has been brought to our attention of the MWA that your social media accounts contain offensive, insensitive, inappropriate content in violation of the MWA's associated with the organization rules, conditions, paragraph 1G and H. Therefore, effective immediately, MWA does not recognize you as a participant to any sort or in any capacity as it relates to any and all events. Furthermore, let this communication serve as your official notice to remove any mention of yourself and participants from all social media platforms, including photographs of you wearing the crown, sash, and text claiming to be a participant. I don't know how you can do that and say that, because, it's like trying to tell somebody the college football team didn't win a national title because they stripped it and they pulled it out, but you can clearly look up and see there it is. Take USC, they got stripped, but guess what? If you still search USC national championships, it comes up and says, they were stripped of the title, blah 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 blah. So I think I'd be like, yeah, suck it. But I'm just that way. But here's a response to the email to whomever that is as gullible as your previous email. Do you know what insensitive is? Question. What's insensitive? Is that women in the Middle East are getting stoned to death for refusing to obey their husband's orders to wear hijabs? A Muslim woman tried to forcibly put a hijab on my head without my permission. I tweeted about it on my social media and got attention from the media. Excuse me. Almost everyone was supportive of me refusing to be put in that situation. Are the people in MWA implying that they advocate for punishment of women who refuse to wear a hijab? Ooh, that's gotta sting. If this was a Catholic rosary somebody forced me to try on and I refused, people wouldn't bat an eye. She's correct there, and they may have went the other way and supported her, even more, and said, look at this Catholic person trying to do this, da da da. Wow, that's that's just like him or something. I can see people in this day and age doing that. I don't agree with it, but hey. But she does have a point there. I suggest you fully review what you stand for and what you condone. Statistics and facts are not always pleasant. She's got a point. I mean, but statistics can be bet in somebody else's way, just how numbers work. Somebody can plug in whatever their numbers are and come up with what it is. It's disgusting how you would rather lie to the public's face than be supportive of someone that is trying to make a difference by talking about subjects that no one dares to say. Yeah, you got a point. To hurt, embarrass, and strip title of a 20-year-old woman studying political science all because of one person's complaint not only shows how gullible you are to Photoshop tweets that a girl named Scotland Perez Calhoun presented to you, but also show that you have no dignity to do what is right. Why don't you try and find me further insensitive tweets that are actually on my profile, or did you actually just get fooled by a random girl that decided to email your corporate office because she has a grievance against me? I'm sure you'll love to find a woman who is a cookie cutter perfect and says brainless comments like, I love world peace. This email, text from director, and other materials will be all revealed on social media and press tomorrow. Wow. Some of this has got to sting them. Maybe that's why they haven't made a comment or anything. But wow, that's got to sting. She's got a point. If they didn't do their due diligence and they just looked at that tweet and it was photoshopped and you stripped the crown of somebody because you got fooled, doesn't leave a lot of credibility for you, does it, Miss World America? Ouch. I would, I'd hate to be in your shoes. But, like I said, I see both arguments. That people could take, these and say, look, she's being, she's got some phobia. I can see that because of our day and age, but is she? She refused to wear a hijab, which is her right. And would somebody, would everything be said if she didn't want to wear, a Christian rosary? Kind of makes you think, doesn't it? And here she's talking about, hey, fix your own community before you start blaming others, which, is correct in, but like I said, every community has its issues, if you're white, chances of you being killed by another white person is greater than what you're going to be killed by a black person. If you're black and you're living in a predominantly black neighborhood, chances of you being killed by another black person are greater. Does that mean there isn't outliers where a white person goes? No, absolutely not. It happens. Is there an issue when a black person goes white? Yeah, absolutely. Same thing for, Hispanic and Asian communities, all that. What were her tweets? Do you guys feel that her tweets were sufficient enough to get her stripped of the crown? Or you think maybe the pageant was jumping the gun over some Photoshop tweets that may have been a little more than what she actually tweeted out? Let me know, comment, like, share. If you feel free to subscribe to me if you want. Click that notification bell, and I'll try to be as fair as I can with other information. It's just everything is my opinion. I try to be fair, to all aspects. But let me know how I'm doing. All right, guys. Peace. Have a good one.